What's chilling dudes, it's Strawberry here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypermine everybody. Oh man. Alright, so I've got some progress to show you guys. And I do have to shout out here, thank you so much to Valentine LP. I was streaming actually, and I was working on this, and I didn't really need help, but Bell came along and helped me so much. He saved me so much time. So you can see that this river has actually been filled in now, and it's been a huge pain, honestly, to know that I had to fill in this river, and so I've been putting like stone in, but Bell came along and he started filling in dirt, and basically this is all complete. I still need a little bit more dirt over here, basically a little bit more, but yeah, thank you so much to Valentine LP. He's one of the new guys on this server, or new guys, like, I don't know, the server's been a little bit weird. He's one of the guys who's been around for like, what, has it been 2 months now? So yeah, I'm gonna, in the description, I'm gonna leave a link to Valentine LP's channel, where he creates some really cool Hypermine stuff. He's currently working on this ribbon build out in the ocean. He said it was actually that way. I don't think we'll be able to see it though. So yeah, he creates some really cool content, which is actually really cool to look at. So I would recommend heading out. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say subscribe because that's silly. That's totally up to you. But I would at least like check out one of his videos because he does some really good commentary on his channel. So yeah, link in the description to Bell's channel. He helped out quite a bit on this. So yeah, thanks to him. In this episode, I do want to get I pretty much just want to finish the terraforming. And well, not finished because we are still going to add more custom trees and work on like that mountain ranges a lot more, but the bulk of it done I want to get done anyway. So what I want to do is I want to go finish off that place, which isn't much. Then I think the spire's actually gonna be, whoa, it's nighttime now. Whoa, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I'm on the server alone. Hey, here to go to bed. I want to take down the spires, and I also want to go work on this river a little bit. And then, if I have time, add some custom trees, and maybe begin on either a bridge or one of the builds on the Rivendell project. So that's the plan for this episode. I'm first of all going to take down those spires, and yeah, while I do that, maybe a week ago, I gave Nemson a little tour of my Hypermine builds on the server. So I'm gonna include, like last episode, okay, I'm gonna work on the spires. You're not gonna be able to see me with these issues going on. Gave him a 5-minute tour of my builds. I'm gonna include some clips from that, and if you enjoyed, then I am also gonna leave a link to the full tour in the description. And Nemson's got like the full tour on his channel, to go to his channel to check that out. I'll see you guys in a second. I'm gonna go take down those spires.
Show me what you've been making on the Hypermine server since you've been here. Starting with this beautiful modern looking house.
Well, this is one of 2 completed builds. There's a lot of stuff which is going on at the moment.
But are you a man of many incompleted projects?
Yeah. Okay. A lot of big projects which I want to complete, and I'm slowly getting there. But this house was a challenge because my neighbours are Drax and Lapis, and those two are like cold stony colours, so I wanted something which wasn't stone, so I chose sandstone and quartz.
It looks very nice, yeah.
This is actually based off a house which I know in real life, so it's a recreation, but it's with my own little taste as well. So yeah, welcome
the downstairs lobby
to the Myth Lab.
The what?
The Myth Lab. Yeah.
You got a secret door to the meth lab.
Yeah. It should be a little bit more white, to be honest, like more clean and pristine. I'll get that later.
More iron blocks, maybe. Wow,
yeah.
the number of iron doors.
So I'll just grab the pumpkins, and then I'll grab some eggs, which I send over. And then I'll grab some
you'll
sugar.
End up with some pumpkin pies. So you do pies and cakes in your shop.
Hold on, I'll do some freshly baked pumpkin pie for you.
Awesome.
Freshly baked? Well,
totally
kind
full of steak right now. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. That'll keep me chewy for a bit. This is the going round in circles part. Ding. What makes the cart break? Soul sand.
Oh, yeah. So there's a pretty cool trick actually that Wooly showed me. No, I've seen before, but Wooly did show me in a minecart system that the soul sand brings the minecart one little bit like height lower, and then the minecart also adheres to the nearest track. So the minecart goes along the rail, and then it falls into the soul sand. And then as soon as it falls into the soul sand, it's within distance of being picked up by that power rail down below.
So then it joins onto that power rail and then goes into the hopper. So you don't see the cactus. That's pretty awesome. I like that. I've never seen that done before. That's the first time I even knew about it.
Oh, Nimson. Oh, the place is just beyond this corner.
It's just here, is it? Oh.
Yeah, we have not arrived here yet.
Who'd have thunk? Oh, look. Not a very nice bridge. Oh. And a beautiful waterfall.
Oh, yeah, that waterfall. Ah, that one. Ah, ooh.
I haven't been here ever before and commented on that waterfall already. I would like to comment on it now for the very first time. It is awesome.
It is very
So
awesome.
tell me, I didn't even know we were here earlier. I just well, he's leading me somewhere. Is that real? Is that man-made, or is that natural formation?
It
And he
is
says,
man-made. I made it
it
all
is
myself.
all man-made. How awesome is that, though? That's epic. I mean, I like a good bit of landscaping, terraforming. I like to terraform in Minecraft a lot. I do making islands that aren't quite shaped nicely, and I like to make hills and that 2 blocks deep so mobs can't get up on top of them, and all those kind of things for builds. I like to build the terrain around the build as much as I like the build itself. And seeing that is very, very impressive. It's
Alright, as I said, what I've been doing off camera is I've been taking down the spire. I didn't actually realise how big it was. Like, you don't understand how big it is until you're actually in, like, this area, but this is huge. Like, it went from up there to down there and, like, taking out each of these blocks. I really should have gotten a beacon. I actually need a beacon sometime, but we'll save that for another episode. But yeah, been taking this down. It's not all the way down, but yeah, I kind of wanted to do other stuff. So yeah, all I'm gonna have to do now is take down the spire. I got quite a lot of stone from it as well from using a silk touch. So I probably should have taken this down first and then use that stone for the the filling in the river. But at least the river is filled in. Yeah, it takes a bit of time. Yep. So and then what we'll do after taking down the pillar is fill that up with dirt so it's all grass. Only 1 layer because I cannot be bothered filling up to 4. And then this will all be nice and good. I really actually like it now that all of this land is flat because it gives you more of a perspective of how the city is going to be like built. And when we build the city, we are going to have to go build a extra height in those mountains over there to give it a lot more grandness. But speaking of grandness, I actually I'm looking at the waterfall. And I don't think it's grand enough. I think it could be better. I think that there could be more water. So let's quickly input over. Let's get some dirt. I'm gonna need dirt. I'm gonna need the stone from the spire. Look at all that stone. And I've also got some dirt and stone in here as well. There's a lot in here. And then let's head over. Oh no, let's get some water first. I got a bucket on me. Sometimes I have a bucket, sometimes I don't. I like having a bucket on me, but sometimes I literally don't have it. There we go. And poof. There we go. So up here, this is the quote-unquote waterfall. It's quite small. I'm thinking that, you know how there's this area over here? It's kind of a little bit of an overhang. I think it could be cool if we had the waterfall actually here. I mean, perhaps maybe it could only be the one water stream. Gonna have to get rid of all the water to be honest, so it doesn't ruin the mountainside like that. Alright, let's see if we can get back up. Oh snap, there we go. Alright, so let's block some water off. We'll go like that for the moment. Oh, we'll have to block that off as well. And then we're gonna have to do the same for over here as well to make sure. that none of the water lingers. So like that. Wait for all the water to dissipate. Oh yeah, it is freezing up here. Oh, that could be a pain. Oh man. Alright, has the water... Oh, it's gonna take ages. I'm gonna cut. And I'll be back. Alright guys, so welcome to the build world. Now, I'm in this creative world because I want to go try and figure out how to build Rivendell. I actually haven't figured out what sort of theme I'm going to be using yet for Rivendell. I haven't figured out... Oh, I've kind of figured out what sort of blocks, but I wanted to try and experiment with how Rivendell builds are going to go. Because I've been watching a few YouTube videos from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, and I've been having a look at how Rivendell's portrayed, what sort of stuff Rivendell has. Like, I was looking at the ground, and the ground doesn't have any sort of textures, no sort of border lines. So what I mean by that is, if we had like some quartz slabs, you can clearly see there are like grid lines in between all of the quartz slabs, and Rivendell doesn't have that. All the floors linked together, so we can't have quartz slabs for that. For example, we can't have it like that because I think it ruins the magic of Rivendell, where everything is all smooth and the floors textures are all aligned. So I'm just having a look at certain types of blocks, because Rivendell isn't completely white. Rivendell is closer to a greyish white, where it's kind of unmarked. So I think by that same reasoning, we can't use quartz blocks either, unfortunately, because there are just too many lines, and Rivendell honestly does not have that. Quartz pillars should be fine, because you can see how there's no grid lines here. So we're going to be using quartz pillars, but I don't think we can use a block of quartz. One thing I do want to actually test out in this world is... Okay, so quartz slabs upside down also have the grid lines. Bugger. So we can't really use that. Might use it, because of course the design for Rivendell is going to be... for the Rivendell project, it's got to be inspired off Rivendell, but it's not 100% Rivendell. But I still want to go capture the atmosphere. So the last thing I wanted to try out with quartz is upside down stairs. Okay, so this is what I wanted to test out. Upside down stairs have different textures to the blocks they have. So in particular, you could see here that quartz stairs upside down don't have the same texture as normal quartz blocks, where they don't have the grid line, and they have a completely different texture. What I mean by that is, if I get this, you can clearly see that while the quartz block is possibly a little bit more white, this one isn't so white. Alright, is there anything else I'd like to use? I think we'll use some gravel. It might be a little bit too dirty actually, of a block texture. So, does that look alright? Yeah, we'll use some gravel. We could use some iron ore maybe. That could be quite... No, that's too cold, stony. We can't use stone slabs because it has the grid texture, unfortunately. I do want to stray away from the grid texture. It also provides quite a bit of natural texture, I think, because if you try to avoid those sort of grid blocks, I think it works a lot better in terms of the build, because it's so much more natural looking. I think we'll go for some mossy cobble, see if we can mix some of that around. We won't use cobblestone. I think we'll also use some clay. I think clay would look really good in this build. I think... Is that too red? Yeah, that's a bit too red. What about any of the others? I think maybe light grey would look really good. I think we might use that for the inside. Yeah, I think we've got our palette, sorry. We'll use these and we will see how it goes. Oh, this is gonna look really good. Maybe not that sort of... not that sort of colour. Maybe white would look better. Yeah, we'll use white. Ah, that's looking really good. Alright, we've got our palette. Let's switch back to the Hypermine server and I'll show you what I've got. Alright, we're back at the Rivendell project, and this entire spire has been removed. You can see how much more open it is now without the spire and with this river filled in. It is really nice, and again, emphasis on those hills. They are still very short, and I think we will need to go increase them eventually, not now. Also, in terms of the waterfall, I decided to turn it back to its original form because it wasn't really working out with the other water stream. Might get some water out of it. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go mess with it, but it's difficult working with water as well. It's difficult to get a good looking shape, and I'm just surprised that we were able to get it like that in the first place. But instead of the thingy, I've decided to add a custom tree on the very top. I mean, it's not too obvious, but if you can look up there, oh, I've got some little bits of growth on the hill as well. But there's a custom tree up there, which may or may not exist upcoming. I don't know. We'll leave it there for the moment. It looks nice, yeah. It just needs to be better. I haven't done anything on this river. That's gonna have to be a project for the later date because I've been putting too much time into everything else. And anyway, and I do want to get this episode released. So in my inventory, I've got the blocks which we organized in the creative world. All of these jazz, chiseled. Oh, actually, I didn't plan for the chiseled. But I've got all of these blocks, and I wanted to see if I could make a sort of build already. What sort of thing we could make. Now, over here, actually, I've already done most of this sort of stuff. Like, I've already done most of the terraforming for, like, the river. Like, over here, for example, if we end up over here, you could see quite clearly that this part of the river has been completed. And then this is pretty much done. It's one of those things where I don't really need to change too much of it to make it look good. So if we go over meow, I don't know, maybe stretch that out a little bit more, maybe this a little bit more like that, I don't know, and then turn everything of course into dirt, like so. Oh, I can't even pick that stuff up. Might as well turn that into quartz. Not going to be using it for anything else. But yeah, it's pretty much done. Just need to go turn it into dirt. So what I'm thinking is we could make a little bit of a balcony over here. So if you imagine the first scene, oh, well, not the first scene, but if you imagine the scene from, what is it, Lord of the Rings, where Frodo was looking out at the balcony and there was a waterfall there. I'm imagining something like that. So if we get rid of this here and then get some quartz pillars here, we could have it like that. I mean, that's a pretty tall pillar, to be honest. I wonder if we could actually make it work. And then Frodo, like, of course, he steps out on the balcony and he goes, "Whoa!" And, like, is this Rivendell? Oh, maybe no, maybe not the balcony there. I think that's potentially too close to the waterfall. It's not the best of views. Oh, that looks so much better now. All right. This is the planning. This is the beautiful beauty of planning. I love planning. I love the terraforming, and this is related to that. Oh, that is beautiful. Although we do have to consider how much space we have in this build, so we are going to have to cut that short. So I'm thinking on this side over here we can use diorite here, like so, and then for the outside of this I'm thinking glass stained, or otherwise we could have it like this. Oh no, like it might be better to get some stone brick stairs. Yeah, I think we'll use stone brick stairs for this. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to use stone bricks for this. Unfortunately, we don't have much else in terms of textures. Well, no, in terms of blocks which can be used for like those sort of infinite details like stairs and slabs. So I guess we'll use stone bricks for this. So let's go like this, and then we could maybe get rid of this part. So that would be like the corner pillar over here, and we could have a stone brick like that. How does that look? Oh no, I don't really like the stone brick though. I guess we'll use stairs. So I'm thinking maybe like that, and then if we oh, I ran out of pearls. Dang it. Get a slab. Let me go cut and I'll work on the build a little bit. Alright, just getting some white glass because I'd like to get some glass panes because I want to show you what I've got for the building. Alright, when I turn around you're going to see what it looks like. Alright, so this is what I have. It's a little bit more white than I expected. I mean, it's like, might be, actually, let me go arrange this. This is what I have for the front. Let me just get rid of this chiseled. Okay, I did say that I wasn't going to be using chiseled blocks or original quartz blocks or slabs, but I think it's just too hard to avoid it, especially when there's just not enough detail blocks in it. Ideally, I would have loved to have avoided it, but unfortunately, I don't think it's really too possible at the moment. I mean, it'd be a very, very hard challenge, and I don't really want to take on the challenge. So we're gonna have it like this. I like the dial right looks alright now. But yeah, that's what it looks like. If you've ever looked at a Rivendell project, no, not a Rivendell project, a Rivendell photo, or you've seen the movies, one of the defining features of elven structures are they don't like for the buildings they have it rounded. So for the stairs are rounded and they go up like in the curve like that, for example. I mean, it's not roughly the same, but I've got the stairs like that. They also have a wall on one side of the stairs as you go up, so that's what I tried to replicate in this sort of feature. I don't think that's the best reproduction of it. Something like that, maybe you'll see a little, yeah, that looks a lot better. And then if we go up here, this is an north balcony, so this is where the entrance of the building would be, roughly. And then over here this would be the balcony, and this is why I wanted the white stained glass panes. For the balcony, I was considering using the staircase, upside down staircase thing as I was using, but I figured that the glass stained panes would look a little bit better. So I'm thinking something like that would look really good. Oh, over here we could probably turn this into a block of quartz. I've got blocks of quartzes here, just to highlight the glass paint underneath. And while I did say I wasn't going to be using the grid-like pattern, and I think I might get rid of it in the future. I think it works for now anyway. I'm not sure what to put there. Maybe some, no, the polished diorite would still give it a grid feature, but I don't know. Maybe polished diorite. I think that might work better. Actually, we'll do it now. But yeah, this is what I've come up with. And then we'll need to go work on it more in the future. But right now, this is looking quite nice. I like it. It's a good start to the building process anyway. And as we get further and further along, we'll adjust the building theme as we like. Okay, that looks pretty good as well. Oh man. Oh, and then maybe we could get some chiseled quartz blocks up here. A lot of this building I'm probably going to be doing in terms of, a lot of the terraforming I'll probably do in terms of live streams. In terms of building and planning the city out, I'm going to be doing that a lot with YouTube stuff. If you haven't realized already, I'm starting to do a little bit more live streaming. I'm finding it fun. Yeah, I think fun is the correct term. Previously I wasn't really having fun per se because I liked YouTube a lot more. Like, I enjoyed it, but I did do YouTube a lot more, and YouTube was my focus. But now I'm starting to focus a little bit more on live streaming, although YouTube still is definitely my preference to any sort of content creation. Sweet, yeah, I really do like how this is coming along. Now, that's going to be it for this sort of content, but you guys have probably guessed that there's still like 5 minutes remaining of content, and that is because I found some estranged animals actually around the city, and I decided to bring them over to the meta building in an attempt to try and cure them, because they and of course helping helpless animals is quite a noteworthy cause. So I do want to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this next clip, which is a kind of a little roleplay with Benitos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any ideas for what you would like to see in this build, in the city, then feel free to let me know. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, hope you enjoy this clip. Did you hit the records?
I have
You've hit the records. All right.
hit the records.
Ben!
Who's that?
Ben! Help!
Someone
Ben!
outside?
Ben!
Hello?
I've found some animals. They need help.
Torbury,
One of them has
Where
lost
are you?
their focus and cannot follow a piece of wheat.
you've got lost little animals. Is that right?
Yeah. Help, Ben!
hell
I'm
are
in the
these
forest. Right next to your
that's the-
building.
The forest next to my building.
Ben, help!
I'm gonna shoot
These
this
animals have
up.
been infected.
There you are.
Help!
God, what the hell is that?
I don't know it. I think it's a sheep. No. I've got these animals. I
sick.
found them in the woods. I don't know. What happened? I don't know. It's
I
they're
don't
all
know.
red. Like
Look into-
raw
oh,
steak.
His black soulless eyes are drawing me in.
What happened to
Can't-
it?
I
Is
can't
it a
look
cow?
away. Some bad juju going on here.
Ben, I thought you'd be the expert. You're the meta man.
Well, there's two things we can do. Three things we can do. We can either euthanize them.
I might taste a little bit odd. So
I
let's.
said euthanize them.
What's plan 2?
Plan 2 is we try and stem this corruption with science. That may take a while. Or plan 3 is we build a sort of you know what they sort of remind me of looking at them? Strawberries.
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 So
You know, looking at it,
thinking-
I'm reminded of an infected creature, by the way.
I'm thinking like if I get this bucket, I get some milk, and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna taste the milk. Okay,
I don't think that's milk.
gonna give it a go.
I don't think that was milk.
Well, it's just a yoop
Ah!
exploded, and now his eyes are no longer soulless.
It's a cow. I wonder if I used wheat on a mushroom and a cow. No mutual
Hey.
attraction. Go figure.
But the hearts disappeared instantly. Do you have any more wheat?
Yeah.
Try again. Try again.
No.
Weird crossbreeding experiment going on now. So the cow now loves me. Give it some wheat.
It'd be a mush mule.
I don't have any more wheat to give to the shroomy one though.
Well, that's one of the cows cured. What about the
Yep.
second?
Poof.
Oh my god, you snipped it. What? You just snipped his back off.
You just cut the corruption off. You just like removed the taint at its source, and it will
Oh,
fix
they
everything.
love
And now
you.
look at them go. They're so happy.
they-
They've just literally spawned another big cow.
Ah.
How happy they are.
That cow is now immune to all diseases like that now.
Really so. Wonder if I just eh. But yeah, where are you? Since you brought me these, you can keep some samples.
I don't like mushroom. Hey, no, Dr. Ben, no.
Can't get him over the damn fence.